On today's episode of The Hybrid Investors, we're going to be looking at the untapped potential in agriculture. Now, when you talk about investment in Nigeria, most people's minds go straight to the stock market, digital currencies, or real estate. But did you know that agriculture is one of the most powerful ways to build wealth? And when combined with real estate, it can create long-term financial freedom. There's so many untapped opportunities in the agricultural industry as it relates to real estate. And as an investor, you shouldn't sleep on this. Now let's look at 5 importance of why you should invest in agriculture in Nigeria. Number 1, food security. Agriculture guarantees food supply in a growing nation of over 200 million people. I mean, people will always eat, right? Number 2 is high demand and market size. Now, Nigeria imports billions worth of food products, and there's a huge gap for local agricultural products for you to fill as an investor. So, investing in products such as cocoa, palm oil, maize guarantees that there is a huge market for you to supply. And number 3, government supports. Now, the government is always churning out policies, grants, and incentives to encourage engagement and inclusion in the agricultural industry. As an investor, you stand to benefit from some of these policies and some of these grants and schemes. We have some policies and grants like the CBN Anchor Borrowers Program and the Agri Credit Schemes. All of this is to enhance the agricultural industry and also to encourage investors. So don't sleep on this. Make sure that you take advantage of some of these opportunities available in the markets. Now, going on to number 4, we have job creation and social impact. Investing in agriculture reduces unemployment and also enhances the society at large. This is why, as an investor, you're not just getting profit for yourself, you're also making your own impact in the economy and in the society as well. And number 5 is inflation hedge. Now, agricultural products rise in value as inflation increases because the products are rising in value as inflation increases, making it a safe investment for you. And I also call this a win-win because aside the products rising in value and in prices, the land is also appreciating. So you get double for your money or double for your investment. Increase in your products and increase in the value and the appreciation of the property. Now, these are 5 good reasons why you should take advantage of the agricultural industry in the real estate market here in Nigeria. Okay, so now that you have heard about the importance, how do you link between agriculture and real estate? Let me show you how. We have what we call the agro-real estate concept. This is using land not just for buildings or land banking, but for farming in agro businesses. Now you can have a land where you have different produce being planted on that property. You have oil plantations, maize, cassava, cocoa. All of this is giving you that win-win for yourself. It's giving you that opportunity to harness that land while it's also appreciating at the same time. Another concept is farm estates. Now, there's been a rise of farm estates in emerging cities right here in Nigeria. Now, how you can benefit is, as an investor, you can develop agricultural estates like pottery or crop farms that also double as residential or mixed-use real estate, right? So this is giving you the opportunity to have a farm on one side and have a residential place on the other side, giving that property mixed-use appreciation and mixed-use value at the same time for your business or for that property. Another concept is agrotourism. Now, what is agrotourism? This is whereby you turning farms into destinations where people visit for leisures, retreats, or educational purposes, creating additional income. So you can have your farmland side by side with the resorts or a leisure area where people come to just get some fun, and at the same time, your farm is also producing for you. Now, another concept is land banking with agriculture. Now, land banking is where you're buying land in developing areas and using it for farming until urbanization increases its real estate value. So you can have some mass properties, some mass expanse of land, and it's just lying fallow, not giving you any profit or any ROI on your investment. You can maximize that property by planting agriculture on that land. At the same time, the land is appreciating when, as urbanization increases and moves into these areas. Now, these are different concepts that you as an investor can key into and maximize for your real estate investment in agriculture. Let's look at the profitable agricultural products here in Nigeria. Talking about cash crops, number one, we have products such as cocoa. Now, Nigeria is a top cocoa producer globally, and states such as Ogun, Ondo, and Osun states have major farmlands that you as an investor can come into and plant cocoa and take advantage of this opportunity in agriculture. Other cash crops that you can invest in as an investor is cashew nuts and palm oil. Palm oil is such a staple product here in Nigeria, and a lot of people have been cashing in on, palm oil and planting of palm plantations and all of that. As an investor, you should take advantage of this opportunity. And then we look at food crops such as maize, cassava. Now, maize is used in foods and animal feed industries. So there's a huge market for maize right now in the industry. And also cassava. Cassava gives you other products like flour, starch, garri, and all of that. As an investor that is having a property or vast farmland with maize and cassava, you are sure that you have a market already available, a market and a demand for that product. Another major food crop that is in high demand here in Nigeria is rice. Now, there is a large local production gap in the industry when it comes to the production of rice. And as an investor with vast properties, harvesting or planting of rice gives you a guaranteed return on your investment because it will always be in demand. You would always have people looking to buy from you. Now, let's look at livestock and others. These are other forms of agricultural products that you can have on your farmland. We have poultry farming. And now when you are investing in poultry, you have products such as eggs and broilers. Now, this is also going to help to cover the huge demand in food consumption. And poultry is another form of investments that you can do on your property. We also have fish farming. Livestock such as catfish, tilapia, are in high demand and they are very profitable with a low cost of investments. You can start as an investor and also begin to harness and earn on that property. We also have snail farming. This is low cost and high return as well. Snail farming is very, very lucrative. You are putting a little money and it is multiplying very rapidly. So you should take advantage of these livestock that is available in the agricultural industry. Honey production, that is beekeeping, right? That is another livestock that you can have on your farmland, producing honey in large amounts and, exporting it outside the country definitely is worth your investment. So now, how can you start actively participating in the agricultural sector? We have different ways that you can do this. One is direct farming. This is you're buying your own piece of land and you are planting on it or producing or having a livestock farm on it, profiting directly from the farm. Another way is leasing or partnership, right? You lease the farmland to farmers and you share the profits. Okay, you have someone who's supervising this land for you and you can lease it. If you have vast lands there lying fallow, you can lease it to farmers who already are experienced in the agricultural sector, and then you share the profits at the end of the day. Another way is agri-tech platforms. Now, there are platforms that allow crowdfunding of farms through investors, right? So you can crowdfund, you can join these agri-tech platforms. There are some of them out there if you do your research, and then you can put in your money and allow this platform to invest on these farmlands, and you get annual returns on your investments as you know, as to the percentage that you put in on that platform. Another way is through cooperatives. Now you can join agricultural cooperatives or agricultural community groups that these are groups that have pooled their resources together and invest in these agricultural farm products. And at the end of the day, the profits are shared according to your percentage of investing. So these cooperatives are very active. And if you go out there and search for some of them, you can cash in on some of these profits in the agricultural sector. Another way is the agro-real estate development. Now, this is a process whereby you buy into farm estate schemes that combine real estate appreciation with crop and livestock. So there are different agro-real estate development companies that they have different farm estate schemes that are there. You buy into them, at the same time, you combine your real estate appreciation with that of the crop and the livestock. Okay, so now as a new investor, a potential investor coming into the industry, and you're looking on how to generate wealth through agriculture and real estate, and you're unsure of how to start or where to start, I'm going to share with you steps on how you can start investing in the agriculture and real estate industry, and at the same time generate wealth for yourself and for your loved ones. So step 1, land acquisition. Secure farmland in peri-urban or rural areas that are far cheaper than city land. Okay, so as an investor, you wouldn't want to go and buy farmland in a developed area or a developed location or developed city. You should look out for farmlands in peri-urban or rural areas. These are upcoming locations and are very lucrative for farm products. So you can come in there as an investor and put in different farm products, planting on that property, and you get a return on your investment whilst the land appreciates. Step 2, agro investments. Now use that property that you have bought for high demand agricultural products. Now you products that I've mentioned earlier, such as cocoa, rice, palm oil, all of these are high demand. Make sure that you're using one or each of these products on that farmland. Now step 3 is diversification. Split portfolio between cash crops. You can do cash crops, livestock, and short cycle produce. This will give you continuous return on your investments on that farmland. Step 4, value addition. Move beyond farming into processing. What do I mean by that? I'm saying go down the food chain. Move cassava to flour, maize to feed, and etc. This is making you not just being tied to the farmland, but you're also getting more return on that produce by processing it into more refined products. Step 5, real estate conversion. Now, as development reaches that area, you can convert parts of the farmland into residential and commercial estates, right? You can begin to put up structures such as shopping malls, petrol stations, markets, parks, all of that. This is giving you more value on that property, guaranteeing wealth creation. Now, in conclusion, don't just buy land, make that land work for you. As an investor in Nigeria, you can secure generational wealth and create multiple streams of income while also contributing to national economic growth. I mean, it's a win-win on all sides for you. The wealthiest nations and families in the world thrive on agriculture and land ownership. Don't sleep on this. Join them and become a profitable hybrid investor today. I hope you've gotten value. My name is Amara Onzurike. Till I come your way on my next episode, please like, share, and subscribe. And engage. Bye for now.